Oh, hey! Welcome to PCOS Diaries with Angela Peterson. This is my story. So, I wanted to get started on sharing the symptoms I noticed when it started. So, I have PCOS, and like many women that probably have it and either haven't got diagnosed or have misdiagnosis where they tell you, oh, it's just a skin condition, or so I wanted to talk about a little bit of my story and the symptoms I started noticing. For one, my irregular periods, where there was months where it was either a hit or miss, where I would either have it or I wouldn't get it. There would be months where I would not have my period and I couldn't understand it. There was times where I thought, oh, maybe I'm pregnant. And I was like, wait, no, I've been safe. But we all know, well, sometimes even by being safe, there is that 1% chance. And so I would go get tested and all that. And also make sure like I had those at-home pregnancy tests to make sure that, if me and my partner were, intimate and, say that either the condom broke or if you're on birth control, if that failed, like, you gotta have precautions, man. So other than the irregular periods, when I was on my period, like when it was the time of the month, I was noticing, well, the cramps were like 5 or 10 times worse, depending on like when it hit me. And when it started, like there were times where it would knock me to the floor, to my knees, or I'd be curled up in a ball in bed and bawling, like literally crying my eyes out. And I couldn't figure out why. Another symptom that I noticed was, even when I was on birth control, the constant sugar cravings, the excess hair growth, especially like facial hair. I have it shaved right now, but probably on my next video I will show you that, what it would look like if there are women out there that do experience this. And trust me, I was born a girl. I literally, when I started experiencing this, I would cry. Literally, I'd cry to my mom and be like, Mom, I'm born a girl. Like, I was born to be a girl, not have facial hair like a dude. Like, I don't want to be a dude. And why is this happening? So next thing I want to talk about is like, well, not only the hair growth, the irregular periods, the pain that came with it. Oh my God. And like, it was rare that it was, like either a medium to like light flow. It was usually always a heavy flow. And there'd be times where I was constantly, like, I don't wear tampons. I'm sorry. I find those uncomfortable. I used to wear them a long time ago in like junior high school, but that's been a long time. Like, it's got to be coming up to like 20 years already, but like, well, out of high school. Like, I graduated in 2007, so, yeah. Anyways, back to my story. Literally, I don't mind the airplane. I'm just sitting in my car. I dropped the hubby off at Airsoft. So yeah, he's out, running around playing a game. So I was like, you know what? I'll come and make a video. Just explain. And I know this has been years where I should have done this a long time ago. So yeah, like the regular periods, the weight gain, and trust me, like I've been like on several different birth controls where it's like it wasn't helping with anything. And then it just like even with I was so fed up with birth control, guys. Even though it's like it's not just for birth control, it's for to help, keep you regular, like for your periods. It's like I can't remember what all the other, like, I know a lot of them have different, benefits, but I was trying different brands and none of them were working. And it was like, and the one I was on was like, it was causing weight gain. And everything I was trying to lose weight, it just, that's another thing that like set me off, where I was like, because of, again, like I was craving the sugar, like all the junk that you're not supposed to have, like consistently. Like here and then, like sure, but when you're craving sugar constantly, like whether it's like it's chocolate or candy or like pop, like I had this today and I shouldn't have, because like it's just like when I know something's bad for me and I know it's gonna cause me a lot of like discomfort later, like, and I've also been noticing like I think I'm starting to go lactose intolerant, because every time I have dairy, like it's not coming out this end, it's coming out the other end, and it's not pretty. Like, when is it ever? And I just, the other symptoms I was noticing was, other than the, everything I've listed so far, because like I was getting facial hair, like I was getting a mustache and the beard, and like the lady beard, as some people call it, but and I just like I couldn't figure out, like I was trying so many different things in so many different ways. I was even going to see a weight loss doctor that could help me, and I was like on the path of like I was gonna go see a nutritionist, like to set me on the right path to, for better nutrition, and even like, and I was like starting to get myself on an exercise like schedule where, it wasn't too excessive. Like I would start out, with like little things here and there and like build it up to like kind of like certain ones that would kind of like help either strengthen or tone, but I was more so looking at things to help kind of like reduce the weight gain. But guys, like I've been plus size all my life, and I was kind of figuring like, was this like my destined to be fat all my life? like, I know my partner always tells me that, because, like, I've learned a new spelling, like, a long time ago. I learned a new spelling from certain people. Instead of saying F-A-T, like, yes, that's a very ugly word. But at the same time, there's a new spelling, apparently, that is supposed to sound better. But how are people supposed to know how you're spelling it when you actually say the word fat? Apparently, there's a new spelling if you spell it with P-H-A-T. You know what that's supposed to stand for? Pretty hot and thick. So, every time I say, like, kind of, sometimes I'll joke around with him and be like, oh, I feel so fat. And he'll be like, excuse me? And I'm like, no, not that word, just spelt different. And he's like, what do you mean spelt different? It's only spelt with, like, 3 letters. And I was like, no, babe, there's a new spelling. And he's like, no, it's not. Like, it's always been spelled F-A-T. So I was like, no, it's P-H-A-T. Pretty hot and thick. And he's like, oh. And he's like, but still, don't ever call yourself that. So, anyways, on to the next subject. Like, yeah, I've noticed, like, other symptoms too, but it baffled me that I didn't know how to control or keep in control these symptoms that I was noticing. And then it's just like, I was going to doctors, and I was getting lots of, like, they would be doing blood tests and, like, all these other tests, and, like, you know, it's mandatory. They're always like, when you're saying, like, oh, you're feeling nauseous, or oh, you're feeling this and this and this, okay, well, you've missed your period how many times? Immediately they'll think, have you done a pregnancy test? Yes, and it's come back negative. Trust me, there have been times, ladies, that I have had false positives where it says it's positive. Trust me, there's been times where I've had, like, a few freaking positives where I'm like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm freaking out, going like, well, and from the partners I was with, like, a long time ago before I met my hubby, I was like, I'm too young. I'm not settled down. Like, I'm not with the right person. I can't, like, I'd love to be able to have a kid someday, but not with these people. They are not the right one. Or, well, at one point I thought they were, but, so anyway, I'll probably get on that subject at a different point. Sorry, there was people next to me. I will have to say that, like, that subject, I will be in the next video. The tests and everything that I, like, ladies, if there's any ladies out there that have been through either the same or similar, please just, like, comment on this video and let me know your story. Like, I'm here to support. I'm just looking for, a group of women that is wanting to support other women too, that, that this is rare. You don't hear about this very often, and I'm trying to raise awareness for it. But anyways, back to the the test part. Like, I was going through so many tests, guys, that I was getting appointed to like skin specialists, and where like they were like, oh, you might have this, oh, you might have that. Like, I was seeing like 2 specialists, guys, and one of the doctors that I was seeing, I went to a skin doctor because I was experiencing like not only acne on my face, I was starting to get acne on my body, where it's like all over my body. Like, it would be like on my chest, or like my arms, my legs. Like, I was experiencing body acne, and I'm an adult. Like, seriously? I wanted to figure out what the hell was going on with me, but there was like even times where I was getting the nauseous feeling. Even like on my monthly, I was starting to feel nauseous every time I was on it, and it's just like, I don't know. But the tests I was going through, I should have experienced, this a long time ago. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say that I did get diagnosed in 2015. And before I got diagnosed, though, is like the even like just from the blood tests and the urine tests, and they couldn't even figure out what it was. They'd just be like, oh, well, they'd always point at me and like say, oh, well, it's just a weight problem. Maybe if you lost some weight, that this would stop happening. You want to come live in my body and my head for a while? I'm sure you wouldn't last 30 minutes. If you tried what I tried on a daily basis, I literally was getting so frustrated that everything that I was doing and everything that I was trying, like, I was trying diets, I was trying, like, seriously, I was cutting out certain things that I was already eating, that I was like, oh, well, maybe that's a contribute to, my problem. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta start hydrating more, like drinking more water. I should start drinking more lemon water and this. But guys, before I got diagnosed with PCOS, I was born with a problem with my gastrointestinal tract that gives me acid reflux, like almost daily. Like, I live with this every day. Acid reflux and heartburn, which, well, the acid reflux causes the heartburn. So, like, my stomach produces just a little too much, I think, wasn't it? Too much acid, or not enough acid, or where it's just like, it didn't matter if I had anything in my stomach or if I had an empty stomach, which I know it's worse when it's an empty stomach, where the acid reflux, it splashes up into your esophagus, and it literally, like, it not only burns my chest where it feels like it's heartburn, it literally, like, it burns the back of my throat, and I literally want to puke. So literally, I was going to see freaking specialists. I was getting all these tests done. But all of them would come back with like, oh, well, if you cut this out, or if you do this and this and this should help. Oh, well, maybe if you lost some weight, this should help. I literally was doing everything that they were telling me. Even though I told them, I was like, I've been doing that already. I haven't been seeing any results. And they were like, well, how long have you been trying this? And I was like, for almost like before I started seeing the doctors, I've been trying to lose weight for over a year now, or longer. I can't remember how long it was until I saw doctors and stuff and got the test done. But I know it was for quite a while, and it's just nothing was changing, nothing was helping. I reduced a lot of like the intake, like where I was trying to reduce my sugar intake and this and that, and like trying to eat more like salads and more healthy food. Rarely ever having freaking fast food and like greasy shit. And pardon my language, guys, but literally, like, I know my story will sound frustrating to some, maybe not all of you, but I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make videos about, you know, my story and like what I've been through, and maybe reach out to some of you that have been either through the same thing or similar symptoms, or just like, what do you live through on a daily basis? And I just want to reach out. Plus, like, the misdiagnosis that I kept getting is like what I've already told you, is, you know, people telling me that, oh, well, like, and trust me, my family doctor was even like, when I told her about the acne problem and the, you know, the extra hair growth and this and that, and like, where they all just thought, oh, it's just probably a skin condition, or oh, it's this, or oh, you should increase this, oh, you should decrease that. I was being put on like different medications. I was being put on like my doctor was even prescribing a topical cream that was supposed to help with the acne. No, it was making it worse and spreading, where it was to the point where it wasn't just acne. I was like breaking out in rashes, or I was like, no, I can't use this, like, and I have sensitive skin, and I told her, can you like help me me with something that, like, I have sensitive skin. I don't want something that's gonna feel like it's burning my freaking skin off. And the stuff she put me on was just like, but I felt like at the same time, when I was trying to reach out for help, all the doctors would just be like, oh, here, they just throw medication in my face. Like, here, try this, try this, try this, try that. No, I don't want to keep putting more drugs in my body. I just want help to figure out what my problem is. Like, why am I experiencing all these symptoms and everything I keep trying is not working? So then finally, when I finally like did get diagnosed, actually, before I get started with that, I will say, I might cry a little bit. Sorry. I'll apologize ahead of time. This might get emotional for some of you, or I don't know, but I will want to say how it felt to me mentally and emotionally while I was going through this process of trying to figure out what was wrong with my body and why was I experiencing those things before I actually got like properly diagnosed. I went through a very tough and rough patch that for a long time. that I would cry myself to sleep sometimes. Or there'd be nights where I wouldn't sleep, and I will mention I'm an overthinker. So I tend to over-rationalize some things. So when I was going through all this, of course, it was affecting my mental and my emotional. And then, well, just over time, yes, eventually it would start affecting my physical, overall health. And it got to the point where I had no idea if I was even gonna be able to have kids someday. And my mental and emotional just skyrocketed. Or, no, I probably shouldn't say that. I should probably say plummeted. I experienced so much through the years before I got diagnosed. And trust me, my emotions took the best of me. Where I will say, like, fair warning, this might be a trigger warning for some of you. I did, like, when it was affecting me that badly, that I threatened to take my own life. Not really threatened, but I did. At one point, I wanted to take my own life because I couldn't stand the look of myself when I was going through this. And you got the society of where you're supposed to look a certain way, and oh well, apparently when, you know, you're a heavier set person, you're just not trying hard enough, you're lazy. So that was playing a toll on me, that I constantly got bullied growing up. Anyways, enough about that. I don't want to make the whole video emotional. What else did I want to say? So as I mentioned in the beginning, this is my YouTube channel, PCOS Diaries with Angela Peterson. I'm Angela Peterson, and I wanted to raise awareness for us ladies that have either been through this and they either had same or similar symptoms, or what you go through on a daily basis, and just trying to reach out, raise awareness for it, and hope my story helps. I wanted to make this video at least like an hour, but I think I might just make it about maybe like 45 minutes. So as we get closer to the end of this video, I wanted to say that the purpose of my videos and my channel is to raise awareness for PCOS health and reach out to other ladies, other women that are experiencing, these things, and they don't know what's going on, and just there is help out there, and sometimes you may get help right away. Sometimes it does take some time, or it just takes meeting the right doctors, or reaching out for the right help. But to tell you the least, I'm here to support you. This was a little bit about my story, and trust me, I will have lots more videos to go through with you. And yeah, what else did I want to, pardon me, that's the other thing I always I experience on a day-to-day. Like, I could get a full 8 hours, but with that 8 hours, I'm waking up constantly. Like, literally, I can't sleep through the night, apparently. I've been trying lots of different things to help me sleep through the night, so I can actually get a full rest. But that's what I do experience also with PCOS, is the almost constant fatigue. I'm always tired. Like, I could even, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm tired. Even if I go to bed at a certain hour and, setting up alarm for, okay, if I go to bed now, I can, get this many hours of sleep. Honestly, it's exhausting, to say the least. The symptoms that I go through on a daily basis, and it gets frustrating, to a point where it's like my partner tries to reassure me almost daily that, I shouldn't worry so much, but it should be in my body for a day. But I wanted to reach out. You're not alone. Your story matters. Like mine. I honestly, I still, get acne everywhere. Before I ended up getting PCOS, trust me, growing up, I'd have maybe, a few spots of acne. They'd be gone in, a few days. Now, ever since I've been diagnosed with PCOS, and not to mention, when I did get diagnosed, I also found out it's not just PCOS that I have. I have an underactive thyroid. So that plays in a part in my metabolism. It slows your metabolism down a lot, and it can't produce enough So when I go to try and lose weight, it's not doing its job. And I'm trying to get on the right track and look at all my options, what I have to try and boost the production of my thyroid and reduce the symptoms from my PCOS, which I will state in a later video. Things that I have been trying and the things that I'm looking into trying. But no, my purpose here is to reach out to other women that either have been misdiagnosed or have been diagnosed with this problem. I just want you to know you're not alone. I'm here with you. And as emotional as it is, mentally draining, I'm here. Your story matters. Forgot what I was going to say there. I want to show that there is help. Finding the right ones, yes, it's difficult in this day and age, but there is help. And I hope that in my videos can put some light, shed some light on your situation. And my prayers are with you. Anyways, I hope this video helped in showing you that it's okay to be how you are, be who you are, regardless of your situation and regardless of how you look. There's been days where I've gone out looking like literally I got out of the dumpster or something, but where my face isn't shaved and my hair is just I just have it in a ponytail right now, but I do have to have a shower later. But I just want you guys, you ladies, to know I am here. Your story matters. I can't say that enough. And I want you to know that I'm right here alongside of you. Keep pushing forward. And just greet each day with a smile. That's all I gotta say. I know it's hard. I'm going through it every day. I know it's hard. But I love you guys. Even though I don't know you, I love you guys. And I just want to show my support. And I hope this video helps in shedding some light on your situation and whatever symptoms you got. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you.